Heyo. Hey, heyo. Heyo. Come on now. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Come rolling on in. Come on. Who's with me? Who's with me? Yeah. Friday. Yes. Friday. Which we've learned is based off the German pronunciation of the Norse god Freya. So it's not Friday, it's Freya Day or Freya Dog. You see, did you guys know that Zeno's German? Well, they don't really. Just like little tidbits like that. And Freya is associated with Venus, of course, because any female deity who's worth her salt in some kind of uh, cosmic scaling, uh, knows that Venus is a feminine, has feminine traits. Some can say that that particular deity could be associated with the Lucifer archetype. Ooh, even the Baphomet. Hey, was Lucifer a woman or some kind of transgendered or non-gendered? I don't know, member of the ancient LGBT community? Are all the secret societies and the mystery schools like worshiping a non-gendered horned goddess being? I don't know. Who knows? It'd be weird if that were like, you know, like what's going on? Like all the Jesuits and all these weird, you know, deep occulted, you know, elites, if they're just like worshiping like a horned goat god that's hermaphroditic. I don't know. What a weird world. I mean, I always told like God was like a guy with like an old guy with a long white beard who sits on a throne. But now people tell me God's like, I don't know, like a tranny, like a goat horn tranny. Weird world. Very strange. How did I get here? How did I start talking about the Baphomet? Oh, right. Because of Venus and Lucifer and stuff. Hey, Venus is called the morning star. Hey, I don't know. This is where I kind of go crazy, and I just live up, I guess, to my reputation as a quote unquote conspiracy theorist. Because I started talking about the morning star, Venus, hermaphroditic uh, archetypes amongst the pantheon of the so called gods. Anyway, greetings, everybody. Greetings. The Goblin King's here. He knows what I'm talking about. Help me out, Goblin King. Am I on point with the morning star, Venus? Can we throw Prometheus in there? Brought fire from the heavens down to man. The light bringer, Lucifer. Lu means light, like luminary. Lu. Cipher means bringer or bearer. The light bearer, literally in the name. I don't want to worship Lucifer. I don't know. I was told that was bad. But I don't know. Like I look at Jay-Z and stuff. Apparently, like him and all his buddies are like worshiping Lucifer. Part of the Black Illuminati. What's it called? The Boule. It's a pretty cool name. Anyway, let's get the show started. The first thing we need to do to get the show started is get the camera fired up. Hopefully we're camera ready. No going back now. Right. Yeah, Green Man says Albert Pike says so. What do I know? What do I know? Hey, did Lucifer get a bad rap, everybody? You know, everybody thinks Satan and Lucifer are the same thing. Uh-oh, look out. Did Z just say that potentially Lucifer got a bad rap? I don't know. What do I know? Have fun with that one, Mr. Miyagi and all you churchianity people, and see where we go from there. I knew it! I knew it! Z worships Lucifer. Either way, guys. Let's see what you said there, Goblin King. Said Saturn, Kronos, Nimrod, Gilgamesh, Morningstar, Lightbearer, Enki, etc. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's start the show. Let's do the opening. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising and Grand Approach. Welcome back to Z Show, the show that seemingly never ends. We did like over a 5-hour broadcast yesterday. But welcome. I'm your host, Z. It's short for, the name of my channel, Zetetic Warrior. And we're broadcasting live and in living color all around the level horizontal realm that we call Earth. Hi, peoples of Earth. Hello. How we doing? Let's greet the chat. Let's see who's here in this fine morn. You don't need to mourn. I know they call it mourning, and it's just words, guys. Hey, they gave us this English spellcraft. I don't know any other languages. I mean, unless you can count the language of love, and I don't know, according to most of you, I don't even know that language. So it just seems like English for me. So what else am I going to do? If I say good morning, I'm not trying to say like we should be in like a state of mourning. I'm just using the language they gave me. Like, is that okay? I don't know. Musical to Secret coming at us with an Al Stewart quote. Nice one there. Mental Pancakes in the house. Bless up to you. Sherelle Snow. She says she can't sleep because the optics are too fucking high. Wow. Well, you said it. I'm just pitch sipping because I know. Sherelle knows too much. And, okay, Sherelle. Sherelle apparently can't sleep because she just knows too much. Hey, maybe some of us could relate. Nuba, much love and blessings to you, sir. Coming at us from the land down under. Down under what? I don't know. It just kind of seems like over there. I said it to my friend once. Like I was trying to explain, like, my thoughts on the realm, because when I look around, I just see water that when it finds its level, like the oceans, I see that they're level and horizontal. At least that's what they demonstrably appear to be. And I was trying to explain that to my friend. He just couldn't get it in his head. And I just made it simple for him. I said, all right, Australia. He goes, yeah, it's down under on the other side of the globe. I said, no, dude, it's just, it's just that way. Just really far. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. Oh, what do you mean, Z? It means if I want to go somewhere, I just find which direction it's in, and then I just start to go there. And eventually I'm there. I didn't have to like go around, and it's no different. Just like you would walk to, your local convenience store, your friend's house, remember when people used to walk? We actually like didn't just drive everywhere. And you would just go. So it's the same thing. If you go to Australia, it's really no different. It's just like, further. There's no like bendy water that needs to be accounted for that sticks to a spinny fucking space rock globe. We overcomplicate everything. It's not, guys, it's not a tough concept. Let's move on. Mad Mac, much love, no in the house. Heidi 313, Divine Spirit, much love. David Harper, good morrow to you, sir. I like that. Good morrow. It's better than morning. Good morrow, everybody. Maybe I want to incorporate that. Good morrow. Ruled by Saturn, much love. Glyph, buongiorno to you. Coming at us from my homeland, the old country, Italy. We already said hi to Goblin King. Welcome. Our pool, much love, much love. Moose is here. Ah. Green Man, we said hi to you. Welcome. Jack Streaming. Who else? Let my chat catch up here. Somebody said something about Lucifer. I missed it. Too bad. Too bad. Mateo in the house. Much love, Mateo. Good to see you this fine morning here. This fine morrow. I gotta incorporate that into my lexicon. Morrow. I like it. I mean, I've heard it before, but for some reason it just hit me. Oh, it makes sense. London McLovin in the house. Peace and love. Peace and love. You know what's funny, guys, who are here, like, after, like, a day like yesterday, all the people who were, like, afraid to chat right now, you guys are clowns and stupid and goofy. It's just hilarious. Like, who's afraid to chat right now? We're going to listen to Z because we're hopelessly addicted to him. But, you know, we're just going to do it in a way that's occulted because you don't want, you don't want to rock any boats. Fucking clown people. But welcome, everybody. So wonderful. Wonderful to be here with you. It really is. It really is. I tried yesterday to get a bunch of people to unsubscribe from my channel. It didn't happen. I mean, there was like a handful of them. And the rest of you were just clowns. So, you're funny. You're all funny. London Man. I mean, as hard as I tried yesterday, like, they just can't get enough. They fucking won't go away. They just won't go away, man. It's so weird. Like, this is what I hear, London Man. Like, weirdos, goofballs, clowns, creepy. Can't stop watching Z. We really love him, but we have to fucking not show it. Weirdos, strange, gay, fucking morons. Hey guys, there has to be a channel for the short bus people too, you know. Not everybody can, really get it. All the short bussers need a channel. It's fine, guys. You could all hang out together, you know. There always needs to be like a remedial section of YouTube, the metaverse. Goofy. Much love, everybody. Much love. And then, of course, all my true tinfoil hatters here let me know that Adams is basically an anagram for Sodom or Saddam. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah. Charles says, Z, can you act like you're playing the piano? Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty funny. All I could just play the piano. I don't have a piano right now. I need one. I found a keyboard on the side of the road months ago, and I was happy. But it broke. Like, one of the keys broke. One of the main keys in the middle broke, and I haven't really been able to play it. I can only play certain songs on it. You know? So, I don't really have a piano right now. I could play you some of my piano music that I have on here, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. Not particularly inclined to do so. I'm just not. I could just play the Addams Family over and over again this morning. See how that goes. Yeah, guys, I know. It's strange. It's strange. Yeah. No, Sherelle. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. The short bus one. Look, there needs to be a short bus. You know? There needs to be a resource room, a class for all the remedials. It's just weird when, like, a lot of them are, like, in a cult. You know? Fucking weird cult. Weirdos. Ne'er-do-wells. Thing about it is, when people just lie consistently, when they just get on here and lie over and over again, you're making your own bed and you're digging your own grave metaversally, because people are going to see through it eventually. They get tired of it and they're going to move on from you because they don't want that energy in their life, that deceptive, deceitful, trickster, shuckster energy. They don't want it. So I really don't have to do anything. I'll just keep doing me right here. And we'll have fun. We'll have a glorious time. Let's sing a song to just commemorate the morning. And just remember that we're all here. And we're all alive. And let's be grateful and thankful for the dawn of a new day on this morrow. So, Nathan, take it away.
This is for the two Barbaras.
Yeah, come on.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the
one of my
pathway
favorites, Nathan.
Like the back of
one of my favorites.
hand.
We need more volume.
I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river, and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on.
Boom.
So tell me when you're gonna let me in.
We let you in,
I'm
Nathan.
getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of?
Yeah.
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on.
Me too, Nathan.
So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go and talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Oh, simple things.
Oh, simple things.
Where have you gone?
Hey, Sherelle, maybe I'll learn this on piano.
Old,
I'll do my own
and
rendition
I need
of this.
Something to
Would you like that?
on.
Would you like that,
So
Sherelle?
tell me when
I'll do a live version.
You're gonna let me in.
You're gonna let me in.
I'm getting tired, and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go and talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know?
Ha ha ha! Nathan! Loving it.
Apocalypse Cabaret.
Loving it. Nathan's like my calibration. It's weird. Like I just play a Nathan song, sing along to it, and it recalibrates me, brings me back to some level of equilibrium, so to speak. It's weird how that happens. That's how energy works, guys. Frequency. You can have an energy that's either resonant or dissonant. So let me ask you, are you existing in resonance or dissonance? Does that even mean anything to you? Because when one exists in a state of resonance, you find very particular phenomena that happens. It's that when we start resonating with each other together, we find a process of synergy. You know, when you really look at synergy, what that means, you find that this is not a zero-sum realm. It's more of a, one might say, a gestalt realm. Oh, this is when Z uses big words. We find that the whole can be more than the sum of the parts. You see what I mean by that? And the whole is more than the sum of its parts. You can speak of synergy. Synergy is achieved through resonance. Resonance is achieved through a tuning process, a refining process. So as we refine and tune ourselves, our individual consciousness, we find that we can, through a collective process, begin to resonate with each other and really engage in true synergy. True synergy. But what do I know? You know, what does he know? I'm gonna come on here every morning and break down the entire physics of this reality. Maybe someday you'll get it. Maybe some of you get it. I don't know. Maybe some of you already get it. Maybe some of you will never get it because you're not lovers of the truth. And maybe that's what it really comes down to, guys. Does one have a love for the truth? Because if you don't, you've just taken your first step in the wrong direction. And how could you ever get to the proper destination if the first step in your journey was faulty? Christy Lee Dolls gets it. And guess what, Christy Lee Dolls? You can get it, if you know what I mean. Yesterday, I went through a whole scenario. Christy Lee Dolls and I participate in what's called Cosmic Coitus. If you guys missed it, just go to my science, #science section from yesterday. Just listen for the goofy music. And we learned that indeed there's going to be space sex coming soon as people begin the vacation in the near perfect vacuum of zero gravity space, and that there's some interesting dynamics that take place in terms of radiation and potential effect on any developing embryos. And I said, hey, I don't even think that's a problem. I don't think we need to be warning people against the perils of space sex. I think we need to embrace it. And then I proposed that, hey, why don't we send Z up there with Christy Lee dolls to get us going at it? And maybe the radiation of space interacting with our unborn fetus will create like a new species of superhuman. Hey, I don't know. It's just a thought. I'm waiting for my guest to come up. Come on, guest. You said you'd come up. All right, Sherelle. While I wait for my guest to come up, I'll let you guys in. I'll bring up one of my piano clips. This is for you, Sherelle. Hey, haters, laugh all you want as Z plays the piano and sings for you. Let me pull it up, everybody. Calm down. Let me pull up one of my songs. Where's my videos? Give us a good opportunity to do it. Sherelle, have a nice little thing here. Which one do I want to play? Play this one. Dead Flowers, everybody. Hey, brought to you by me, your friend, Zetetic Warrior. Hold on, let me get the volume right. See you in a few moments, guys. Come on, Snafu, get up here. I don't have all morning. Of course this is going to be a Snafu morning. What else did you expect after yesterday? This is me, your friend, Zetetic Warrior, and my version of the Rolling Stones song, Dead Flowers, done in the style of Townes Van Zandt. Take. Maybe should I sing along to my own song? I don't know, maybe. And when you're sitting there in your silver upholstered chair, talking to some rich folks that you know, well, I hope you don't see me with my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. Oh, I know you think you're the queen of the underground. Send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. And when you're sitting back in your pink rose Cadillac, on Kentucky Derby Day. I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon and another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. Oh, I know you think you're the queen of the underground. Send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. It is a sad song, guys. It is sad. Dead flowers. Yeah. It's alright, Uncle Rick. Relax. I'm not the Rolling Stones. I'm not Mick Jagger, Keith Richards. I didn't mean to ruin your whole childhood, Uncle Rick. Yeah. You see, Uncle Rick didn't like it, but Christy Lee dolls and I are one step closer now to that cosmic coitus. Yesterday, that's going to be my best hashtag science segment ever, was the one I did yesterday on the space sex. I'm never going to beat it. It's always going to be number one. There's no way I'm going to beat that segment. I mean, come on. Cosmic coitus, people fucking in space, and the potential risks associated with it. Yeah. And they're calling that science. It's hilarious. And I loved how they were like, oh, nobody's fucked in space yet because like NASA doesn't allow it and stuff. Like, but all the Elon Musk guy, like he's gonna allow like space fucking, like him and Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson. They're fine with all the space fucking, but That's hilarious. It's funny. Hey, let's welcome my next guest. I promised that he'd be here, and he is. A lot of people know him from his Joe, space sex. Interesting. I almost want to play that segment from yesterday just for Joe from Effed Up World. Yeah. You'll like it, Joe. Go back to my show from yesterday and just go to my hashtag science segment. You'll know it by the weird, goofy, monkey spinning music in the background. I'd like to hear your thoughts, Joe. What's going on up there? Are these astronauts having sex in space? Hey, Joe, according to some of our conversations, maybe they are, because maybe they're not even human. Who knows who the fuck's up there, if anybody's up there. It's weird. Anyway, let's bring up my next guest. You know him because of his pogo optics. His name is Snafu Snaps, and he is the man on the street. He's keeping it down for all you members of the Truthiverse, and he's making sure that, He's like a watchdog. Snafu is like a watchdog for the community. He's making sure there's no privately owned, government operated channels here to deceive you. He's got his eyes on the pedos and all the weird elite child trafficking ring. He knows who's legit and who's not here on YouTube. And I appreciate this, man. I appreciate you, Snafu. I know you're not universally appreciated by, everybody here around these streets. But Snafu, just know that I appreciate your work, Snafu. And I don't know. A lot of people think you're like a controversial figure around here. I don't see it. And the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, what's the big deal? Doesn't seem like he's doing anything wrong. He kind of seems like he's standing up for truth, justice, and I don't know, all that stuff. So let's bring him up. I'm trying to find the music. Here it is. Yeah. All right, Snafu. Your camera ready, Snafu? This is a frenetic song because Snafu tends to have a certain type of energy. And it doesn't really even seem to matter what time of day it is. Like, Snafu kind of just has that energy. Come on, YouTube. Why are you not working? Anyway, let's bring him up. Snafu, welcome to the show, brother. Much love.
Mr. Z, thank you for having me. By the way, I want to tell you, here soon, you guys are going to see maybe class action lawsuits with YouTube involvement in some of these pogos. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that they think I'm crazy, but here very soon, you guys are going to see some optics of pogos. I brought you a gift, though, Z.
You did?
Yeah, it's for the culted ones, but, since you and your audience and Mr. McLondon, man, I'm always, like you said, I'm here to find out the pogos and the hornet nest. We like to call channels like Paul's hornet nest for pogos. They're definitely profiled to be sellouts before they even get involved. And, the pogo optics are high, but you remember the Cynthia talk about the jab and her fallout with the Unslavia Kingdom, right?
I know the reference. Yeah, I personally did not hear Cynthia, so I hesitate.
Do you want to? I have something to share.
To speak on the matter, but I
have something to share for everyone, if I may, Mr. Z. It's in Cynthia's own words to one of the pogo granny panties about the situation with Paul. Now, it's funny because she said it's because he was claiming he was Jesus and God and many other things. She really didn't go detail on the jabby wabby, but it's quite interesting that she was saying it was cult-like optics too. Would you like to hear this?
Hold on. So what are we referencing here? Is it a clip from somebody else's
channel? It was audio from a live stream that she was basically giving her side of the story about the whole Unslavia situation, and she basically said everything that Paul says. He's a god, he's Jesus. It's really funny to hear from her explaining her situation to pogos that we watch.
How long is it? And it's just
10
audio?
minutes. 10-minute audio.
Too long, Snafu. Too long.
Okay.
Just give us the Snafu synopsis.
Is Cynthia explaining how Paul is God? That's, of course it was the jabby wabby I thought and heard, and of course she's going to minimize it. We know that, but it was very interesting because even the pogos that we are monitoring, like the Paul optics of the cult mentality, it's just quite interesting that even people who don't like me are seeming to catch on to the optics we keep pointing out. The cult mentality is high with these agendas in play.
Let me ask you, Snafu, is Paul has Paul dug his own metaversal grave based off his doctrine, his ideology? Because that's the way I'm looking at it, dude. I think he's backed himself into a corner. I don't think anybody's going to ever work with him. I think he's fucking losing his mind, and I think he's his own undoing. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I mean, there's always business and agendas and money to be made. I mean, you see these and people like Paul make a lot of fucking money. Like these culted up women and some of these culted up fucktard guys who have good jobs too, and that get off on that fucking guru bullshit. And someone like Paul who's set up and established and with the cult mentality, yeah, they make good money, Z, because the donations come in and these people fucking. I mean, we because we're taking on Marfugo, and so we've had people who lost their whole life savings because they believed in the fraud and scam that Marfugo were doing, and so people like Paul. You know, his little scam of guruing it and acting like he's doing shit. I mean, your video alone, you standing up playing piano, is more original content than you're going to see at Paul and Slavia. You know, like it's culted mentality, it's agendaed. Like I sit in front of it, I talk the big walk, I ain't doing shit. No, but they're making a lot of money. So yes, like financially, fiat wise, they're making money. For agenda wise, you're right. But he won't. That's even the higher pogos won't work with him. He was already profiled, like with Brian from High Impacts, and he's been around. Like, so you know, they profile some of these guys. They know if they're sellouts. They know if they're not. They know how much they're willing to push it. You're right. He's jealous. I mean, that's why he yelled at OTW, Bent, and all you guys for streaming when he streamed. You know, and obviously he just makes shit up. Like that's already known. And it was crazy to see the people turn the cheek or be in complete denial over this guru culted bullshit. And some of them are waking up, like London Man, you and others, and it is a good thing because this, when we talk about privately owned, government operated culted mentality, is channels like Paul's that create this hornet nest for a lot of these bots and trolls and agents of sorts to mingle, connect, and do different things, even behind the scenes through VPN and algorithm, and just there's a lot of things. So yes, you're right. I think he's losing it because the people are waking up. He's not your God. He's not some guy making changes the world. Z does more better of actually being there for the people. So do all the other people he puts down. Even, I hate to say, Jack Talcott. Paul has an agenda, and it's interesting with Talcott too. Like they keep going back. My whole thing is this government privately owned shit. I know you give me a lot of shit, and I think you see what we're doing, but I'm just glad people can wake up to a cult mentality. I mean, it's dangerous. It truly is, and people lose their life savings to people like this guy. Like old women, they believe in this shit, man, you know, and they fucking just send half their life savings to this person thinking they're actually making a difference, and this person's just grifting like a motherfucker. So,
well, we typically see what I notice with situations like this, typically, Snafu, is you see the rise, the zenith, and then the inevitable fall of these groups. And what you need to really pay attention to is the behavior of the leader during the fall. The desperation. You see the mask unravel. You see the mask fall off, and you start to see the true self behind it. And that's when they usually get dangerous. That's when they usually start acting erratically. And that's when you really have to pay attention to these people. Go ahead.
Hey, he admitted to swatting me, and fucking, I told you guys, I played the clips, I got swat. I told you guys like some of the shit over years. Like when I first came in here, I've been real with him and everyone from day one. He knows it. Like I've been telling you guys, I dealt with the big fish, the small fish, and I understand there's this category of hornet nest, like we say. And a lot of these guys, the hornet nest, are the grifter types, are the sell types that just don't give a fuck. I see him falling, but I also see, like, you're right. When they get in those situations, notice he starts hug a buddy, fuck a buddy in it with all his loyal culted ones like the Christos and Jack Talcott and Wizard. And just like McLondon Man pointed out, none of these motherfuckers are going to call him on his shit. They may act like but they're not going to call him and say, bro, everything you said, you just called me a fucking slave loser with no job. Know that, aren't you about anti-jobs and all this other shit? And you know, but the fact is, you don't know what I do. You're running your fucking Piper. You have no clue what I do, what I've done, and who we're doing. And like I said, I'm in the middle of where now I could publicly tell you guys we are about to be in a class action civil litigation lawsuit with YouTube added to that because of these pogos fucking up. and what a lot of the work that's going on behind the scenes is not there yet, but it's in the work. Like we've been doing this for 5 years now, and it's real. Like you kind of dealt with it when you saw Ian, and we told you guys like the whole access guy, the whole demonic, satanic agendas, Masonic agendas in play. And I'm sorry, you guys, but anyone who like Paul, like he's really nothing. He's truly just grifting. He's truly scamming. He's truly making lies out of his ass. Everything Z, and what's funny, Z, is a lot of us were calling this out anyways, even prior to you even seeing it. And I've always known you're a smart man. You see the optics for what they are. You're very level-headed. You actually you just play real recognize real, And finally, when you spoke up, it caused all this, which is funny because that just shows you how culted these motherfuckers are, and it's good that some people finally, I think what you did was good because people need to know, that's a scam, dude. This guy ain't changing the world. This guy ain't doing anything. In fact, he's thinking he's better than everyone else. That's not the mentality we should have in the world we're in right now. And I'm sorry, but I know what I've done for the social media platforms. I know what we're doing. I know the criminal traders and fraudulent shit that and I've lost my mind. I go crazy. I go on repetitive. But that's some of the shit we've experienced, seen, and done. This is real shit. Real digital warfare. It's real. Keyboard warriors, whatever you want to talk, it's real. People get real life threatened, and these criminal rings, these criminal corporations like to be. I mean, it's real, and we know the player. We've done them with Mike, so we know Paul's just one of those fuckers that profile. He's just a fucking grifting fat fuck, blah blah, culted up mentality. But that culted mentality is what's dangerous and part of the whole social media game. Notice he doesn't want you talking about optics, jabs, flat Earth, foods, health, nutrition. Isn't that interesting itself? Notice he's gonna diss everyone, and the people who keep coming back are cowards that won't even talk to him and say, hey, you fucking, why are you disrespecting me? Like Jack Talcott, for instance, grow a fucking pair of balls. You are nothing but a joke, and you will never do what you want to do because you're just a joke to those people. You're a joke. Whether or not we think you're capable of doing what you do, or we even think you're allowing yourself to be a joke of a cult, a joke of a bunch of shitheads, just of a guy who's grifting. And again, the money is probably getting high because the more he feels attacked and his audience feel he's being attacked because OZ called him out on being cold, no snaps and everyone, they feel bad and they send more money. And, of course he brags about it. But my whole thing is it's not even that. It's the fact that he's fake. He's not telling the people the truth. He's scamming, but he thinks he's better than everyone. And that's an issue because we all have a truthio to share, including him. And that's where he has issues wrong. And I'm just I'm proud of you for doing what you did, Z. I mean, it's funny that these people didn't even fucking throw a fuss until all of a sudden Z did it. But that's how clout and that's how, engagement works in social media, depending on how big, how not, and your audience and so forth. So, no, he's just one of those fuckhead pogo hornet nest people that, are roaming around. He hasn't fully joined forces with the big players yet, but he's in there. And we know a lot more than he understands. And I just, it's amazing to see how retarded these people are, how deceptive. They're sheep. They're like, I guess, if you could sell fucking pubic hair and snowflakes and air guitars on eBay, I mean, sue McDonald's for hot coffee, I mean, people will buy anything. Snow for an Eskimo, it's just, he's learned his niche. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, he's tripping out because he's seeing that people are finally looking at the optics of reality. He's not a god. He has cult mentalities and he's a grifter. He ain't doing public service. He ain't doing things on land. He ain't, all the videos he showed are old ass fucking footage. I could do the same thing. I got videos promoting me when I was 10K channel or, more. Other people are doing more. You've been doing more. Joe Cool's been doing more. He sits, grifts, talks, lies. And that's all I gotta say. I'm proud of what you done. I think you're waking people up, and that's my mission always is to expose the traitors, criminals, frauds, and pedophiles, and to expose the people who are culted up to cult mentality on social media platforms.
Right on, Snafu. You laid it down. How's things going with you, man? You had mentioned previously that you might have been going through some health stuff here and there. Haven't seen you around in a couple days, maybe a week. How's
Yeah.
everything going in your world?
To be honest, rough. I could use if you're good vibes, prayers, vibes. Again, we are the closest we've ever been to getting some of these head pogos like Marfugo. I'll say the names, Marfugo TV and others, and real serious. Like they know what they fucked up, they know what we have, and they know what's coming. But also because YouTube is attached to this, it's big class action. So with that said, a lot of the journalists, a lot of whistleblowers, a lot of the people involved have been getting targeted, attacked. And we're talking about people who've developed patents for frequency, your phones, the type of stuff you think is tinfoil hat, but it's not. Like, so for me, health, stress, a lot of things, it's been pretty rough. But like I said, I think a lot of it is because of the optics. And I think it's not just me. I think it's everyone. They're just,
Well, here's what I'll say, Snafu, because when it comes to health and, how we handle certain things, I hear what you're saying, dude. The stressors of some of the things that, some of us deal with. Everybody has stressors in life, but we all react differently. And so I get where you're coming from, man. And more, I'll just speak for myself. I'm just kind of focusing on, myself, my energy, my health, my development, and just realizing to try to be an example for people here and just people in my life, man, and really kind of bringing the journey inward and making it a personal journey about myself and trying to, focus more and more internally and less on external things that I don't have control over, no matter how bad, because, many of us look at the sad realities of this world, like you always talk about the childhood sex trafficking and stuff like that. And, some of these harsh realities that people don't want to look at. I talk often, Snafu, about child suicide rates in Western culture, man.
It's bad.
So many people want to overlook that, man. It's one of the most under-talked about, swept under the rug topics, I think, in modern society is childhood suicide. I mean, young children, Snafu. I mean, young children. It boggles my mind.
We were doing a study on that when the COVID hit, because remember, the medical facilities were basically telling people, they're all full, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, we'd get cameras in there and there was no one in them. And because of me having my health issues, I actually would be in these, knowing that they're lying to the people, and you got to think at that time, they were stockpiling pharmaceuticals, stockpiling medicine. Everyone's afraid to go get medicine because they don't want to get COVID. They don't want to go to the hospital. The world was stockpiling medications and stuff like that for when, blah, blah, blah. Same with chronic pain patients and some of the things they're allowed, I believe the suicide rate is huge. And we know from the patent developers and the things that are going on with the 5G, which is military grade internet, it was to grid the Western states, the frequencies, the nanotechnologies, the things that are being enabled, especially in our foods, diets, the air, it's having an impact. And one of the things that we talked about is not only youth suicides, but imagine if there was going to be like some kind of situation where the pharmaceuticals took a hit, and imagine all the mental health shit that's here in America, or just how they push it, and especially the young kids. I think those suicide rates are going to increase. And I think especially if medications become an issue or hard to find or something happens, I think we're just witnessing the beta test and optics of, fall of Babylon. Hell, if there's war in China, war in Russia, war in Italy, war in, ladies and gentlemen, you better wake up. The United States, money makes war as a corporation. We know that the dollar bills you hold, $20 bills, show the subliminal messaging, the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, the mask, this shit is real. And so when you talk about the trafficking to that, I'm glad you brought suicide up with youngins, because I believe that they're doing everything they can before it gets real. And yeah, I think young suicide plus pharmaceutical linked to that, it's one of those things that are on the table. People are talking about it. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Right on, Snafu, right on. All right, man. Much love, Snafu. It was good hearing
from you. All right, bro. And by the way, you guys just let me know if you ever want time. Maybe I could email this, because it is really hilarious, this audio from Cynthia explaining the cult of Paul. And I just find it interesting, because even if we don't agree, I think people are waking up. And I was glad you and McLondon stood up, because it's nothing new that we haven't. And he said, for what's sad is the discernment of these people, and that's what blows my mind away with this whole situation. But it's nothing new. It's the cult mentality, pogo narrative that's part of the agenda with the whole social media. And so, no, I'm proud that you stood up for you. Don't change, Z. Just like McLondon said, stay you. You know, because you do. You're a legit guy to me, man. And just be you. Put your truth yo out there and keep doing it, man.
Right on, Snafu. Peace out.
All
Much
right,
love.
bye.
Well, Snafu snaps, everybody. Yeah, coming at ya. Hey, you said it all, Snaps. What can I add to that? Not much. Let's move on to the I see you back there, Moose, going wild. What if I come on, Moose, you're like trying to get my attention. I'm just gonna leave you back there, but you're looking at me like you're like I'm hurting your feelings or something. Alright, hold on. Moose, I'm gonna leave this up to my audience. Do you guys want me to let Moose up or not? One for yeah. Just put yes or no. Do you want me to bring Moose up? Yes or no? Easy question. I'm going to let the audience vote, Moose. That way I don't have to feel bad about either bringing you up or leaving you back there. Because I want to talk about hashtag science, Moose. I want to do my science segment. Of course, Heidi says yeah. Because she just loves drizzy drama. Hey, Heidi, this isn't your fucking, like, I don't know. This isn't your soap opera. This isn't General Hospital. Days of Our Lives. Green Man says it's your show. I didn't ask you that, Green Man. I asked you if you wanted to see Moose. Everybody's saying yeah. Moose, you have more fans than you may know of. Only one person, two people said no. All right, Moose. Welcome back to the stream. The crowd has voted.
What's up, guys? Hey,
how's it feel? Hold on. How's it feel that the crowd voted to bring you up? That's got to feel good.
Part of it's good, but part of it is kind of what I came up here to talk about. The crowd and whatnot. It's very intriguing to me, Z. Like, I was listening to your show yesterday, and you guys were really hitting it on point. Like, you were really articulate. You guys like walked everybody in the crowd, exactly through the process of what's been going on. The same process that's happened to many people. The difference between me and you, Z, is you actually came with the following. Like, you came with your own channel, your own group of people, and you were already like in the metaverse doing your thing, right? Well, I didn't. I wasn't like that. I didn't get my start, doing my own show or stuff like that. I got my start on his show. So when I broke off and I became my own like show kind of thing, I was trying to do my own thing. I thought that it was blessed by the dude, and but the thing was, I didn't realize that it was all his people. It's all like his whole following, became partially my following, and it just comes down to, like, I'm intrigued at how retarded these people are. Like, yesterday was my birthday, Z, and I really don't want anything from anybody, right? But if you consider yourself a friend of mine and you contact me on my birthday, I would at least, hope that you would say, hey, happy birthday, or whatever the fuck you want to tell me. No, somebody contacted me yesterday to tell me how they're unsubscribing from you and how, you're like this terrible person for speaking truth, and how you're like, all these things, right? And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy, goes online, talks shit about everybody in the world, and the people that follow him are probably the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. Like, I know you guys are probably looking at me like, oh, Moose, you keep going back, right? Well, I actually I like becoming more articulate. I like jumping in the fire. I like arguing with people.
Hold on a second, Moose. Hold on. Because Lou Bass comes in and says, I looked at your stats, Z. He goes, your following started after the White Gorilla. Which is just patently untrue, Lou. Like, what are you talking about, Lou?
It's definitely untrue, because before I saw hundreds of people in your show.
Bro, I can go back to the first time Paul was ever on my show. when Paul was on my show, which was 2 days after I first stepped foot on his panel, dummy. I can show you the thousands of views, Lou, idiot.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I'm saying. These guys are some
hold
of the
on.
most...
Let me just do it for the record, because Lou, you know what it is, Moose? They have no love of the truth. They just lie, spin a narrative. They don't even fucking care what the truth is, and that's my biggest problem with these fucking people, because everybody's just okay with flat out lying. Let me go to my oldest live show. So
you should put the stats on screen, Z, just so these guys can
I'll
shut
pull
the
it up
fuck
right
up.
now. All right, so let me show right here. Fucking morons.
Sorry to be so heated, man, but like these people really are fucking stupid. And when Sly Shy hit me up yesterday, you know what I did? I turned around and just blocked her. I don't have time for this fucking retarded shit. If you can't see what the truth is from fiction, then you really have no place at my table.
It's fucking strange. You see my screen, Moose? Yeah, you can see it, right?
Barely.
All right.
2.4 thousand viewers, 1.6
That was
thousand.
right. Okay, so on January 1st, you can see I had 1.6 thousand views on one stream. My next stream on January 8th, I had 2.4 thousand views on one stream. And you could see my next January 15th, 1.3 thousand views. 122, 2.4. So I was pulling over 2,000 views average, over 2,000 views per fucking stream, which is basically what Paul gets now, and probably more. Before I ever stepped foot on Paul's panel, Lou, you can go back and see the first time I ever stepped on Paul's panel. And it was after this stream right here where I got 2.4 thousand views. So interesting, Lou Bass, as I just proved to you that what you said was objectively and patently false, are you going to admit that what you said was wrong? Or are you just not even going to fucking care to look into what I said and just pretend like it's fucking, you know, like you're just going to know what the truth is? When I could objectively show you on 1/8/23, my stream that got fucking 2,500 views almost before I ever stepped foot in that panel. What are you going to say to that, Lou? Probably nothing. He said your best numbers were during the time you guys were together. Well, how is that, Lou? Because I just showed you my most popular live video right here. Came on 122, Lou, and 1/8 before I ever even stepped foot on his stream, Lou. So make sense of what you just said, fucker, because you could see on the screen when I just went to my most popular lives, fuckface.
Dude,
so you have no so Lou, you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about, dude. You're a fucking moron and an idiot. You have no love for the truth. You're unintelligent. You're insincere, and you're really a fat, greasy fuck. I don't even know why I don't like to. I don't know why I'm talking to you. No, they don't like facts, London. They like their narratives. They want to spin a narrative that's not true. So, Lou, how are you going to address the evidence that I just showed you? Are you going to even, you dumb fuck?
I want to address the evidence, see? Because
go ahead,
London
please, Moose, please speak to what I just showed right now, because maybe not everybody's going to understand that. I don't even think Paul cares to understand that, which is weird. The first time, Paul, that you and I spoke on my channel, you popped on when you tried to bully me. Everybody remembers. I had about 170 people in my chat. Why do you think you came on to talk to me the first time, Paulie boy? Anyway, go ahead, Moose, please.
Dude, this is what I love about you, Z. I love that fucking X factor, dude. This is what I saw in you, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's you.
Hold on, Moose.
It's you.
Hold on, Moose. He says, go to the oldest. Lou, are you not watching? Can you not see my screen when I went to hear oldest live? Right there, Lou. 1.6, 2.4, my two oldest live streams before I ever even set foot in his panel. What are you going to do, Lou, when I just proved you wrong? Are you going to have the fucking integrity to just fucking admit? See, Lou, here's the problem with people like you. Instead of you just saying, oh, I was wrong, Z, I'll concede that point. You'll double down, you'll obfuscate, and you don't even fucking care what the record shows, dummy, as I'm showing my oldest right in front of you on screen. Fucking hilarious, man. Go
And
ahead,
he did the
Moose.
same thing to me. Z. He came to my channel. He was like, "Oh, you need, Paul cares about you, and you're doing the wrong thing, bro. You guys are just fucking stupid. You guys are seriously fucking some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my entire life. Like, you guys are just like the family members that were like, you need to go get your shot, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. You have no fucking care for the truth at all. The truth is sitting right there. The facts are staring you right in the fucking face, and you're still trying to play these stupid gotcha games. You guys really fucking drain my energy, and I really fucking hate you. Sorry. I love you, brother.
Hey, man, you're expressing your thoughts, dude, because there's no need to be fake, and you're just saying what you fucking feel.
I'm tired of being lumped in with this shit. Like, I am telling everybody out there, I was an actor for almost a year, right? I played my part. I had fun. I had a little bit of emotional investment in there, and I let it take over. And now I don't want to be associated with that stuff. When London comes up here and, says, "Oh, you got the producer Moose," it kind of makes me feel bad, because I'm like, dude, you don't understand that I'm acting like I was playing a part. I'm really not this fucking stupid. I see the whole fucking game. I see the whole gaslighting every single day. I see that, no matter what you do, you will never reach the pedestal. You'll always have to kiss the feet and kiss the ring, or you're nothing. And even when you do that, you're still nothing. Like, it's all it is a power game to continue on with the show and do his thing. And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with him. I have a problem with the people that follow him and take the lies and run with it, just like Lubass. Fucking retard, looks at the facts, can't fucking acknowledge he was wrong, can't say he was wrong. How are you even a fucking man if you can't admit that you did something wrong? I yield.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, Ben. It's really fucking out of this world. It's crazy, actually. Much love, Moose. I'm gonna move on to my hashtag science segment. And you have much love, Moose. Peace out. Moose, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, some of us have a love for the truth, and some of us seems like we're just in love with a lie. I don't know. Okay. Let's do our science segment. I'm interested in getting this one this morning because I'm like a lot of my hashtag science segments, and we know it's not real science, it's hashtag science. We know that most of my hashtag science articles are about NASA. But today we're going to go from the macro into the micro world. As I come on here and show you that all the science you've been presented is fucking bullshit. The fundamental way in which they define our realm is false. It's non-demonstrable, and I'm going to keep talking about it. So let me get into the segment. We know we got to get our music going first. It's probably the most important thing. Hopefully it doesn't come in too loud. There we go. Yeah, everybody. Welcome to Z Reads Science. So like I said, we're bringing it from the macro discussion of the apparently infinite universe. We're bringing it down to the micro discussion, which they say all runs off the same physics, guys. It's all particle physics. Whether it's really, really, really big, huge things or really, really small things, it's all apparently the same particle physics. So, let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to blind you with science, Joe Moore. You're going to get blinded with science. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to blind people with science. Lou, I'm kicking you out of my chat. if you ever want to talk to me, Lou, you're going to have to come up on panel at some point. I'm tired of looking at your stupid icon. I'm kicking you two out of chat, guy. I might let you guys out of YouTube Z jail at some point, but some people I'm just going to kick out of chat. I'm tired of looking at you idiots. Because no matter how much I try to get rid of you idiots, you still come back. Anyway, I want to focus. Yeah, guys, so let's bring it down to the micro level, the subatomic particle level, as we talk about science. Let's get into it. I'm excited for this one. This article's entitled, Scientists at Fermilab Close In on Fifth Force of Nature. And guys, some of my longtime listeners, you can understand that when I saw that title, well, of course it piqued my interest, because now they're telling me that apparently there's a fifth force of nature. And I've been telling you guys for a while, there's not even four forces in nature. There's really only one, and that's electromagnetism. But these goofy scientists and hashtag academia are going to tell you that not only is there no four forces of nature, there's actually a fifth now. Let's read the article. Scientists near Chicago may be getting closer to discovering the existence of a new force in nature. Wow, thanks, guys. And just so you guys know, this article was brought to us by BBC News. Pretty much as mainstream media as you can get. And this is presented, guess what, in their science section. Yeah, blah. Let's go. They have found more evidence that subatomic particles called muons are not behaving in the way predicted by current theory of subatomic particles. Right. Because, when you have hashtag science, not real science, and when you talk about things like theoretical physics, not, demonstrable physics, you get to just say things that when you find behaviors existing in nature that don't align with your current theories, instead of just, throwing those theories out the window because they're non-demonstrable, you're just going to pile a new theory on top of it. I don't know. Look, when I learned science, I just thought science was about, observing a thing, measuring a thing, which is basically testing it, and then being able to repeat that test or experiment. But no, what you do is when you find something that contradicts your current theory, which basically falsifies your theories of, the forces that you're telling us we have, instead of tossing the theory out, you just add a new theory and say, hey, there's actually 5 forces in nature. Hey, guess what, guys? Z's on to you. I don't know if anybody else is. Someday you guys are going to figure out what I'm doing here. Some of you already get it. Some of you get it. For the rest of you, maybe start to catch up. I don't know. Let's continue. Scientists believe that an unknown force could be acting on these muons. And again, remember, guys, these muons are subatomic particles. So, you have your atom, which is, supposed to be the basis, but then you have these subatomic particles that actually make up the atom. Well, apparently these muons are one of them. But they're behaving in an unpredictable way. So we got to actually then propose a new fifth force of nature. Just so you guys know what a force is, it's basically a force of nature is anything that binds and influences particles or subatomic particles. Let's continue because it's going to go into this a bit more. Now, scientists believe that an unknown force could be acting on the muons. More data will be needed to confirm these results, but if they are verified, it could mark the beginning of a revolution in physics. Wow. Okay. All of the forces we experience every day can be reduced to just 4 categories, and I tell you guys this all the time. But here we go. Gravity, electromagnetism, the strong force, and the weak force, also called strong and weak nuclear forces, or nuclear forces. These 4 fundamental forces govern how all objects and particles in the universe interact with each other, right? Just like I always tell you. But here's what Z is going to tell you. But I want to tell you what hashtag science is not going to tell you. That although they say there's four forces of nature, guess what, guys? Only one of those is demonstrable. That's electromagnetism. What's that mean, Z? It means the other 3, gravity, the strong force, and the weak force, it means they're just bullshit. They're theories. And theories as being kind. They're actually deceptions. Likely instituted to try to prove to you that you live in a heliocentric world. And you and everything else can stick to the outside of a spinning globe that's moving 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. Yeah, guys. Z's been telling you this for as long as I've been talking to you. There's really only one demonstrable force, electromagnetism, not gravity, strong force, and weak nuclear force. But now, instead of just, getting rid of the ones that are non-demonstrable, they're just going to fucking tell you that there might be a 5th force of nature, just out of nowhere. Yeah. I don't know, but what's Z doing here? Z who has no content? Z who just has a drama channel? Z who some people are trying to get my channel shut down because they're insanely jealous of me because I can talk about boring science and hold a bunch of people as I do it by myself? Yeah. As you just say all that about me, I'm destroying all the lies of fucking hashtag science, the co-opted academia, and the quote-unquote education presented to you by the Rockefeller Foundation. Yeah. But what's Z doing over here? Yeah. Like I said, some of you guys know what's going on. Some of you guys are fucking, maybe need training wheels. And some of you guys are just deceivers and liars and backbiters and jealous. So I'll keep basically overturning all popular academia and popular science here every single day. I'll keep doing that, and you all just keep doing what you all are doing. I don't know. Let's continue. The findings have been made at the U.S. particle accelerator facility called Fermilab. They build on results announced in 2021, in which the Fermilab team first suggested the possibility of a 5th force of nature. Since then, the research team has gathered more data and reduced the uncertainty of their measurements by a factor of 2. Interesting. So if your uncertainty is like, I don't know, like 1 million, and you reduced it to 500,000, is that? Let me continue. Quote, we're really probing new territory. We're determining the measurements at a better precision than it has ever been seen before. In an experiment with the catchy name G-2. Hey, all you gematria people and all you, hey, Smith W., I see you're here. Look into this. What do they mean when they give this experimental name the catchy name of G-2, G-2? It's got to mean something anyway. The researchers accelerate the subatomic particles called muons around a 15 m diameter ring, which means microdiameter, I guess, where they are circulated about 1,000 times at nearly the speed of light. Ooh, that's really fast. 1,000 times the speed of light. That's really fucking fast. Anyway, let's continue. The researchers found that they might be behaving in a way that can't be explained by the current theory, which is called the Standard Model, because of the influence of a new force of nature. Oh, you see that little logical twist they just there that made no sense? Let me break it down for you guys. Their experiments, if we're even to believe that they exist, don't match their current theories. So they just need to create a new fucking bullshit force. Again, that's going to be non-demonstrable and considered a new theory. Let's continue. Although evidence is strong, the Fermilab team hasn't yet got conclusive proof, right? And again, more proof being presented to you by scientists that have equipment that, you can't have ever and ever and ever. Just like they could say, we could prove space because we're there taking pictures. You can't do it. It can't be repeated. But just trust us because we're #science. Let's continue. They had hoped to have it by now, but uncertainties in what the standard model says the amount of wobbling in muons should be has increased because of developments in theoretical physics. In essence, the goalposts have been moved for the experimental physics. Oh, interesting. So basically, you're basically saying you're going to move the goalposts of experimental physics because of your theories. So again, you're going to place your theories higher than actual experimentation. So you're going to say your #theories trump all demonstrable physics. Interesting. Let's continue. The researchers believe that they will have the data they need and that the theoretical uncertainty will have narrowed in 2 years' time sufficiently for them to get to their goal. That said, a rival team in Europe's Large Hadron Collider, the LHC, we all know that, are hoping to get there first. Hey, so one of you guys are going to get to the bullshit model first. I wonder who's going to win that coin flip, because I don't think you guys are doing a damn thing with your quote-unquote experiments. Oh, man. Dr. Mitesh Patel from Imperial College London is among the thousands of physicists at the Large Hadron Collider attempting to find flaws in the standard model. Well, why don't you just ask Z? Because I told you what the flaws in the standard model. It's that you give us 4 forces, but only one is demonstrable. And that's electromagnetism. The flaw is you guys can't admit that we live in an electromagnetic universe, an electromagnetic reality. And that's the only thing that binds anything that we can call physical together. There is no gravity because it's non-demonstrable. There's no experimental proof that there's gravity, so it doesn't exist. And it's the same for the weak and strong nuclear forces. It's just bullshit, guys. So instead of just admitting that everything's electromagnetic from the macro to the micro and that we're electromagnetic beings, and then our electrical nature is in touch with this entire world, and that the macro and the micro worlds are basically one and the same, and everything's just electricity. Instead of you guys just telling us that so we can realize our true human potential, and we can realize that, like I said earlier, that if we tune ourselves to the proper electromagnetic resonance, that we can begin to synchronize with each other. Instead of just telling us that, you're just going to keep lying to us. And you're instead of tossing out the 3 bullshit forces of nature, you're going to add a fucking 5th one. Because you're deceivers, tricksters, liars. And guess what? I see through you. And fucking more and more people are doing it every day. Let's continue. Measuring behavior that doesn't agree with the predictions of the standard model is the holy grail for particle physics. It would fire the starting gun for a revolution in our understanding because the model has withstood all experimental tests for more than 50 years. Oh, has it? Let's continue. Fermilab says that its next step of results will be the ultimate showdown between theory and experiment that may uncover new particles or forces. Hey guys, there shouldn't be any showdowns, quote unquote, between theory and experiment, because anybody could just fucking make up a theory. It's incredible. They have tricked us and humanity to ignore all demonstrable reality in favor of their theories. It's so insidious, and I'm tired of it. I really am. Let's continue. So, what is the standard model, and why is it getting an experimental result that doesn't quite fit in with its predictions such a big deal? I don't know, other than what I just fucking said. Let's hear what you have to say. Everything in the world around us is made from atoms, which in turn are made from even smaller particles. These interact to create the 4 forces of nature, like I already said. Electromagnetism, 2 nuclear forces, and gravity. Their behavior is predicted by the standard model because they all supposedly act the same. Thank you, Einstein. Anyway, and for 50 years... it has predicted their behavior perfectly with no errors whatsoever. Right, you're just going to say that, which is completely not true. But let's continue. Muons are similar to electrons, which orbit atoms and are responsible for electrical currents, but they're about 200 times as massive. In the experiment, they were made to wobble using powerful superconducting magnets. So you know what's funny? I don't have to scream because my thoughts and my evidence speaks for itself. I want you guys to see the trickery here, because I got to give it to you in plain sight. I'm going to read it again. In the experiment, they were made to wobble, these muons, using powerful superconducting magnets, which is funny because if you used the force of electromagnetism, which I contend is the only demonstrable force, to make them wobble, just like you said, using superconducting magnets, right? Electromagnetism. If electromagnetism was the force that caused them to wobble, why not just tell us that that's the only demonstrable force? Why do you have to fucking add a fifth force because of the wobble? You make no sense. I see through you. Anybody with a brain sees through you. Don't worry, guys. My work is going to be recognized in the future. Some of you listening to me right now know what the fuck I'm doing. Some of you have no fucking clue. And some of you are probably getting your mind blown right now. So, maybe this Z guy knows something. So if you used electromagnetisms to cause the muons to wobble, why not just tell us that that's the force? Why not just tell us the truth that you're just manipulating electromagnetic energy? Why don't you tell us the truth that likely gravity is just the manipulation of that gravity is just probably electromagnetism? I don't want to give you another theory. Why do you lie? Let's continue. The results showed that the muons wobbled faster than the standard model said it should. So instead of saying, hey, the standard model's looking kind of bullshit, how can we prove the bending and warping of space-time, which is gravity, which is part of those four forces that are part of the standard model? Why not just say there's no proof of the bending and warping of space-time? Why not admit that saying that a force can be based on the bending and warping of space-time is actually a logical fallacy called a reification fallacy, where you basically give physical qualities to abstractions. Like I said, maybe some of you are going to figure out what the fuck I'm doing here. Whatever. I don't want to make it about me. Let's continue. Professor Benenziani of Liverpool University, who is one of the leading researchers on the project, told BBC News that this might be caused by an unknown new force, right? Don't just say it's electromagnetism. We think there could be another force, something that we are not aware of now. It is something different, which we call the fifth force. Quote, if it's something different, something we don't know about yet, but it should be important because it says something new about the universe. No, it doesn't. It says you're liars, is what it says. It doesn't say anything new about anything, especially the quote-unquote universe. And here we go, where we got to bring up Einstein. If confirmed, this would represent arguably one of the biggest scientific breakthroughs for 100 years since Einstein's theory of relativity, which is complete and utter nonsense. Thank you. Anyway, that is because a fifth force and any particles associated with it are not part of the standard model of particle physics. Unbelievable. Researchers know that there is what they describe as physics beyond the standard model. Yeah, because the standard model is bullshit out there. Because the current theory can explain lots of things that astronomers observe in space. Can I read that again? I think I will. Because the current theory can't explain lots of things that astronomers observe in space. So instead of saying the theory has been falsified and therefore it's bullshit and tossing it out, you'll just have to fucking keep piling on more bullshit theories on top of it. Completely going against logic, reasoning, and any God-given sovereignty that a fucking man or woman may have, and giving us this fucking horseshit as you deceive humanity into fucking the pits of hell through your fucking trickster, demon-like, and fucking other ways occulted and sick fuck obvious deceptions. And I'm tired of it. I'm literally fucking tired of it because I see through it. Look, just because you morons can't see what I see is not my fucking problem. I'm going to keep coming on here and doing this And someday, maybe some of you are gonna fucking get it. Fucking jokes, they're fucking, it's unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. These include the fact that galaxies are continuing to accelerate apart after the Big Bang that created the universe, rather than expansion slowing down. Right. Whoops. Your whole theories on this universe, guys, remember we talked about how black holes don't match up? How nothing matches up? Scientists say the acceleration is being driven by an unknown force called dark energy. Yeah. So instead of admitting the theory's bullshit, you're just going to tell us there's dark energy that accounts for 90%, 96% of all matter. That dark energy, dark matter is actually the vast majority of matter, 96%. Because your math is off by a factor of 96%. I want you to think about how far off that is, guys. We're 4% correct with our theory of gravity, weak and strong nuclear forces when we look in the subatomic level. But instead of just admitting you falsified the theory and moving on and just admitting it's really all just electromagnetics, you fucking give us a bullshit thing called dark energy that of course can't be tested at all because it's dark. Can I touch dark energy? Can I observe dark energy? Can I measure dark energy? Can I experiment on it and then repeat that experiment? No, exactly. I can't. It's non-demonstrable. You guys are liars and assholes. Let's finish this up. Galaxies are also spinning faster than they should, according to our understanding of how much material is in them. Researchers believe it's because of invisible particles called dark matter, which again are not part of the standard model. Like I said, guys, it's all lies. It's all bad for you. It's not a new world order. It's just a world order. They've been around for an extremely long time. I don't care what you call them. I don't care if you call them the small hatties. I don't care if you call them the Jesuits. I don't care if you call them the fallen ones. I don't care if you call them the Nephilim. It doesn't matter to me what you call it. There's no sovereign countries, sovereign nations. It's one control structure. They look at you like cattle and chattel. They call you all kinds of names. Useless eaters. They're deceiving your children. You've been deceived. It's institutionalized from the top down. If you don't see it, I can't help you. May God have mercy on all your souls. Yeah. Yeah. Just wow, guys. Just wow. Unfucking-believable. Hey, let's move on. Let's move on to the open panel portion of the Z show. I know we already had Moose and Snafu Snaps up here, but that wasn't the true open panel portion. That was just a little appetizer. Let's get to the real open panel portion of the show. That happens right now. You're welcome, Mad Mac. I appreciate that you appreciate what's going on here, Mad Mac. Like I said, some people just might need to catch up. And thank you, Lizzo French. Like and share the show, guys. Because you know I'm not getting pushed in any algorithms here. Like and share the show. Don't keep Z Show to yourself. Wait till I write my book someday, guys. Anyway. I'm going to drop the link in. And I'm going to invite all you lovely guys and dolls to come join me here up on the dais. Up on the digital panel. Come on up. Come on up. Links in the chat, everybody. Maybe we'll take an interlude as we wait for the panel to fill up. Give yours truly a chance to kind of stretch my legs, reset a little bit, maybe get a sip of water, You know? What do I want to play? What kind of clips do I have for you guys? I need to build more of a collection of my clips. I just need to. What do I have? Lucky Haskins with his rendition of Why Me Lord? Why Me Lord? Lucky, take it away, brother.
Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do to deserve loving you in the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. And now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay all I've taken from you. Tell me, Lord, I could show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. And Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. And now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Jesus, my soul's in your hand.
Lucky Haskins, everybody. Much love, Lucky. Much love. Lucky's one of those pesky flat earthers. He's one of these people that kind of, questions the world around him. He doesn't accept things as fact. He doesn't accept things that are just told to him that lack evidence. What happened? I was just about to bring my guest up. Where'd you go? Guest? He left me. Links back in the chat. Come on up, everybody. Don't be shy. Certain people, the only way you can talk to us is if you come up, like Lou Bass. Like you're dusted from my chat for being a moron. You can come up the panel and talk to me if you want, but I got tired of looking at your name because you're that insane. Yeah, the optics are high, everybody. Oh, there's my guest. Hey, guest. Are you going to behave yourself? Are you going to come up here with a fucking attitude? Like you're hot shit. Like, are you gonna be able to, control yourself, behave with courtesy and decorum? Ah, he's gone. Must have pissed him off. I see you back there, guest. I see you back there. I'll play your music anyway. See if you come up. I don't know if you're scared this morning or you're just having bad connection issues. One never knows with you. Where's your music? Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. I gotta start from the beginning. Gotta love those synthetic trumpets. That's right, it's Mateo. That's right, Heidi, it's Mateo. He's not here though. Keeps dropping out. For those of you who remember Mateo, he's a frequent guest here on Z's show, and sometimes Mateo comes up and he's reasonable, logical, and of sound mind. Other time he comes up and he's just insane. And the last time Mateo was up, he tried to tell me that he follows this like really smart guy on YouTube named Billy Carson. He's a smart melanated man, and you got to listen to. If a guy's smart and melanated, you got to listen to him. Apparently, hey, look at that Neil deGrasse Tyson. You just all have to apparently listen to him. So much like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Mateo feels like Billy Carson needs to be pretty much venerated. And Mateo was trying to tell me that, because Billy Carson's like a really, really smart guy who studies the Anunnaki and all this, Sumerian cuneiform tablets. And because he's so smart and well-researched and educated, and Billy Carson says we live in a globe, Mateo tries to tell Zetetic Warrior all the time that it's really a globe, and I'm just super stupid for thinking we live in a level horizontal realm. That's what, all demonstrable reality shows. And so that's what Mateo likes to bring. Just say, oh, Z, you're an idiot. And Billy Carson's a really smart black guy. And because he says we live on a globe, it's a globe. So I don't know, Mateo. Maybe we didn't need to see you this morning. Maybe I just summed up your whole presentation. Who knows? Do, 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 do. A lot of people like the Rocky song. Mateo doesn't like his song. I was going to give Mateo potentially this song here. And you guys, you'll see a theme going. But, I don't know. I think I like the Rocky one. Because Mateo, you reminded me more of like Rocky, less of Elton John. You're kind of like simple-minded and basic. I'm going to stick with the Rocky one. Yeah. Feel free to come in, guys, as I bring up my next guest. Or I should say, my next guest. My next guest, he's kind of like, he's a nice guy. He hasn't been on the show for a little bit of time now. He's kind of yokely, like, if you saw this guy, like if say you were on like a fishing outing with your buddies and, one of those buddies happened to be Burt Reynolds. The other one was Ned Beatty. And you saw this guy on a fishing trip and you heard some banjos. You might want to move in the other direction. This is the kind of guy I'm about to bring up. A little bit creepy, a little bit backwoodsy. But I don't know. All around, he's a nice guy. Minus, the potential the Ned Beatty anal rape. I don't know. Like 12 people know what I'm talking about right now. But let's bring him up. Let's bring up his music. Yeah, everybody. He's backwoodsy, he's rednecky, he's slack-jawed. But guess what? He knows you don't live on a fucking spinning globe. He knows that you could just see things way too far, which pretty much contraindicates any possibility of curvature or convexity. He knows it. But anyway, I can't make his music too loud because he's so yokely and he's so fucking slack-jawed that we're probably going to have to use all of our powers of attention just to even listen to him. Because he's that hard to understand. I don't know. Maybe I should lower his music before I let him up. Oh, without any further ado, let's welcome Roper Overbearing back to the show, who comes up with the moniker of questioning the answers. Roper, how's it going, sir?
Evening. I just had public service announcement for your listeners. I think it is anyway. But if you'd like to hear it, you ready?
Come on, floor's yours. Floor's yours.
Are you ready? So I think they are using AI the way they used to use. Well, give you a little history of it. They used a voice over that makes it sound like they on the internet would catch up people's different social media, and they called my mother for one that sounded just like her grandson and said he was in jail, and they got it sounded just like him. So they got some money out of her by pulling that over. Now I think what they're doing is, and I don't know if anybody's had it happen yet, I think it's a testing.
I mean, like I know I'm playing music over him, but does anybody know what the fuck he's saying? Roper, what are you saying, Roper? I mean, let me try to discern what the fuck was just going on there. I heard AI, deception, hospital, mother. All right, let me see if I can put this together before I bring you back up. So somebody called your mother who was in the hospital using an AI voice that was deceiving her into thinking it was somebody else.
Just if something happens to somebody else.
Say it again. Hold on. Gee, this is why I always hesitate to bring you up. Hold on. Don't make me get saucy with you this early in the morning. In the morrow. You know, we don't have to do that. We don't have to bring it there. You're a nice guy. You have cool stuff to say. I just like razzing you. So you're saying your mom was fooled by AI technology? Is that correct? Let's start there. I'm going to question you. No, listen. We're here. Now I've figured out what to do with you when you come up. I'm going to question you like you're on the stand, like pretend you're on the witness stand, and I'm like, the attorney. I'm going to question you. I just want you to stick to the facts. All right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I know it's going to be hard for you because you like to, you like to kind of go off in some weird Asperger's like Spurg fucking session. But all right. Now, did you or did you not just say that your mother was fooled by some weird AI messaging technology? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that the current people have access to a level of technology where they can copy somebody's voice and then use it for exploitation and otherwise ways to fool people? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. So we have a good start. Now go ahead and based off, these certain ideas to keep it simple and to the point, tell us your story again, sir. We're all listening.
Just so your listeners will be aware of it happening. Well, the latest one I heard of, they called my daughter-in-law or didn't call. They emailed her and said it was my cousin and told her it was my nephew. So they had the facts wrong, but what they were doing is they were putting everything together to try to fish into her for some way of getting in to talk to her. And by putting everything that's on social media together, I think, I mean, or because two people wouldn't have come up with all this, but they got a few things wrong. So that's where I caught. And I think this is what's, people are going to be using this stuff. So I just so you're aware of it. It was a situation where they totally made it sound like it was my cousin who I'd talk to every once in a while. That's a longer story. Calling my daughter-in-law, who never would have done that. He's too shy.
Hold on. So I hear what you're saying. Hey, it seems legit to me. I think I have like bots that show up in my chat that are completely AI, and they interact as if they're people. They respond in real time to conversation, but they don't seem like men or women in any way whatsoever. They seem completely synthetic. I can see how a lot of people could be fooled by it, but somebody with discernment, I think, can see through it, man. It's like, but I do agree that the lines are getting blurred. Like I look at some of these AI images, Roper, that you find online that are just completely made up, and it's getting harder and harder to discern.
Yeah, and they're gonna then. It appears to me. I think I caught them using it. It's not for voice this time, just for social media and trying to get them to converse, or for whatever they're going to take advantage of, or that it was kind of two separate incidents that occurred, and one of them was a voiceover, and this one is social media using, and they made the connections wrong. So anyway,
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Who else is here in the back? Who is this? Who's Cynthia's message? Who are you? Hello? Person who I just brought up that says Cynthia's message to Culted in Slavia.
I don't know, but do you have any more clips that we can...
What the fuck? I don't really want to hear... I don't want to hear a 10-minute Cynthia thing.
I just want to make sure that you're okay, because I know everybody's like, thank you, Venus. So I can tell y'all. So, is Fame still down there? She's here, yeah. Okay. Fame, please feel free.
I can't with that. I have no interest in Cynthia, like, at all. I don't know who Cynthia is. I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck about Cynthia. Some of you guys like the banjo. Check this girl out. She's kind of cute. You guys can see who's playing this lovely music. Let's bring her up. Here she is. Let's make her a little bit bigger. She looks sweet. Looks like her name is Willow Osborne. I guess you can follow her here on YouTube. She looks like a sweet girl. Hi, Willow. Look, she's young. I gotta be careful what I say about her, because he's gonna keep it all above board with Cynthia. I was just about to go into a whole rap, but let's not do that. She just seems sweet, and she plays the banjo. Many blessings to you, Cynthia. We're promoting you here on Z Show this morning. Not Cynthia, Willow. I don't know why I just called you Cynthia, that miscreant. Willow Osborne, everybody. The Foggy Mountain Breakdown. I bet her school had music class. Yeah, the new thing in all these public school indoctrination classes to get rid of the musical programs. Just get rid of them. Yours truly was in the middle school band when I was a young lad. I played trumpet. We had a nice little band. Orchestra. No, it was band. And I played trumpet, which was nice because I got to learn music, How to read music and all that shit. G-Spot says it's too early for... You got a lot to say, G-Spot. Why don't you come up and use your voice and not your fingers, dummy? I asked G-Spot. This music's perfect for you, dude, because it's redneck and yokely. Like you. You're from Illinois, apparently. And you really don't know math. I asked you yesterday on a scale of 1 to 10 how culted up were you. And you said 6 to 9%. So when I ask you 1 to 10, and you say 6 to 9%, so this music's perfect for you, G-Spot. Susie said it's too early for this, Z. Now, it's perfect for your dumb fucking Illinois ass. Illinois. Weirdo. Looking goofy. Imagine being from Illinois. That might be the last place I'd ever choose to be from. It's goofy ass, one of the Midwestern goofy Illinois states. Give me a break. Illinois. I was out to Illinois once. Long time ago. Then I think once was enough. Because you meet people like like Top G there, or G-Spot. He said, thanks for the insult, dumb fuck. Smiley face. Yeah, guys. If you ever like lost your wallet in Illinois, just leave it there. There's nothing in that wallet worth going back to Illinois to get. Just let it go. He says, you're soft as fuck, Z. Come on up, G-Spot. I'll mix it up with you, dummy. Yeah, the optics are high, everybody. Snafu wondering where the culted ones are. OTW, Benton, Lou. Oh, I blocked Lou from my chat this morning. He was here. He just got blocked because I got tired of looking at him. Benton was here the other day, Snafu. We did an in-depth interview with Benton. It was probably one of the more in-depth interviews you'll find on Z Show. And OTW, who knows with him? Who knows? Bobby's worried because he says he overslept and he missed the beginning of the show. Don't worry, Bobby. Like I said the other day, dude, the show, once it's over, it'll be there on YouTube. You can just watch the replay of it. But it's okay, Bob. I don't mind explaining technology to you each morning. We know you need help. Much love, Bobby. He's one of the most staunch supporters of the Z Show. Bobby comes here to learn from me how not to simp. Although, Bobby, I come up short because with the lovely Christy Lee dolls in my chat every morning, staring at her picture, it's hard for me not to simp, Bobby. But at least here, I realize we're all in this together, Bobby, and we're on this journey of non-simpage together, my friend. And each day that moves forward, Bobby, we could just work on getting better and better. So as I try not to simp for Christy Lee dolls, maybe you can work on not simping for all these poor, unsuspecting cashier and grocery store clerks. Yeah, simping does suck, Bobby. And but hey, if you at 75 can begin to change your ways to be less simp-like, so can I. And I'll work on being able to come here every morning and stare at Christy Lee dolls and not simp. Yeah, we're going to do it together, guys. We're going to embark on this journey together of non-simpage. And of course, Christy Lee Doll's Red on Q says simping is great. And I have to explain this to you every single morning, Christy Lee Dolls. You don't seem to be listening to me. Of course it's great. For you. Simping is great. For you. You forgot to add that last part to your statement. Simping is great, Christy Lee Dolls. For you. Of course, Christy Lee Dolls, you're going to benefit from all the simps out there. because you just throw up a picture like that, you show a little cleavage, and you basically get anything you want done for you. Guys will just show up and do stuff for you, Christy Lee. Of course, you're going to say simping's great. Christy Lee dolls. Who's this in the back? Oh, there's Bobby. See, Bobby? Bobby, we're going to work on reducing our simp-like tendencies together, man. We're going to do it together, Bobby. We're going to embrace our destiny. And we're going to drop the simping. How's it been going, Bobby? Look, when you enter any 12-step programs or any therapeutic paradigms, sometimes it's good to just evaluate where you are in the process, knowing that it's not an overnight transformation, but a journey. How your scale of simping, if we can look at a simp scale, we'll just say 1 to 10, Bobby. When you evaluate your urge to simp right now, scale of 1 to 10, what's your urge to simp?
0.
Ooh, that's good, Bobby. Let's talk about it.
Man, I have no desire to simp today. It's bad. That simping is very destructive.
Bobby, can you just give us some highlights of your life where you could, enlighten the audience in terms of moments in your life where simping really, really went bad for you? Can you just help us out, please?
Where do I start?
Well, maybe start with at least one of your 4 marriages. Go ahead, floor is yours. I don't want to give you a.
I think it probably. I think it was an obsession. I really do.
You think simping was an obsession for you, like an uncontrollable desire?
Exactly. I don't think I got any relief from my simping until I came on your show. Man, you picked up on it real quick.
I'm experimenting with a new theme song for you, Bobby, because you don't have one yet.
We can go with Mr. Ed. What the heck?
I might have to get one without the lyrics, because the lyrics might, Oh, how about this one? This one might be better for you. Hold on, Bobby. I think we got one for you right here. Give it a second.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I think I like this one better.
It's the Andy Griffin Show. With Andy Griffin.
That's right, Bobby. I'm sure you watched this show even before it was in syndication. You probably watched this when it was on the TV guide.
Yeah, I know people today that still watch it. They love it.
Yeah. This is going to be your theme song, Bobby.
I read a little history on Andy Griffin, and he actually had an affair with that lady that played his girlfriend on the show.
He did. I'm aware of that. His the lovely girlfriend on the show, she was very pretty, was his longtime lover, and apparently the wife knew it, and just those were the old days. Hey, we're talking about simping, Bobby. That's the opposite of simping. When you got your wife at home and you got your kind of mistress on the side. I mean, I'm not endorsing that per se, but I'm just using that as an example of the opposite of simping. Or either that, or maybe he was the ultimate simp. Maybe having 2 ladies like that, kind of in his pocket, using up all his money. But what happened to my music? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe this will be for you. Hold on. Guys, do you like this? All right, we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote, guys. Time out. Let me pause this. What did you guys like better for Bobby's theme music? Let me go back to the Andy Griffin one. We're going to do 1 or 2. So 1, hold on. Let me, because not everybody's familiar with all these songs. This is going to be number 1. Let it play. This is the theme song for the Andy Griffin Show. I like this one, Bobby.
I think it works.
This will be 1. And 2 is going to be this one, which is the theme song from the short-lived classic spin-off 80s series The Ropers, which was a spin-off from Three's Company, in which Mr. and Mr. Roper got their own show.
Dog not.
I'm going to play the visual on this one. Come on, you guys remember Mr. and Mrs. Roper? Oh my God. OTW says, "What? I think I'm going to agree with Christy Lee Dolls and Ruled by Saturn. As much as I love the Andy Griffin guys, put your votes in, 1 or 2. I'm being serious, guys. Fucking vote." This one might be too much, Bobby. This might be overboard.
No, it's not. It's not. See, I like it. I can work with that. Yeah, it's like I get my own spin-off show.
Right. Bobby, it's like
I'm inspired. See,
it's like how
really inspired today.
You know, it's funny, Bobby. They say that put it this way, like one of the greatest things about these 80s classic sitcoms is that you're right. They would develop spin-offs, dude. Like this is Three's Company. Hold on. Let me go back to hold on. There's 2 versions of the Roper. Let me where's the oh my God. Everybody remembers Bobby when Three's Company came out, the classic 80s sitcom, dude. You were already like not a young lad at that point. Do you remember Three's Company?
Yeah, I was in my 30s at the time, yeah.
You were in your 30s. Three's Company was a huge hit, man. What can you tell us about those times? And what can you tell us about Three's Company? Like, did you watch it when it came out and stuff?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. It was corny, but it was funny. I mean, that time we didn't really have any entertainment to speak of. So that show was really groundbreaking. A guy living with 2 good-looking women.
Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
When the kisses are hers and his, sweet company too. Come and dance on our floor.
Dance on our floor.
Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
The lovable space that meets your face, sweet company too.
You'll see the brothers of love and left there is calling for you. Down at rendezvous, down at rendezvous. Three's Company too. There's Don Knox, Mr. Furley. Three's Company too. You know what's funny, Bobby, is the reason Mr. Furley came on, Don Knox, was because the original landlords of the building were the Ropers, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Roper. And that's where your new theme music comes from, for anybody who's not aware. After, I think, season 1 or 2, they gave Mr. and Mrs. Roper their own show. And thus, we have Bobby's new theme song. The theme song from the very short-lived Three's Company spinoff, The Ropers. Take it away. Oh, God. I crack myself up. I don't know why.
See, I get the big time. Yeah, I've got my own song in the free show, man. That's for good. Wow, thank you. That's going to make me feel good all day today.
Well, Bobby, you got your own spin-off. Bobby, wasn't TV so much better, like in the golden era?
Yeah, 3 channels.
Right, there was 3 channels. I mean, look, it was programming. They called it programming. I know it was propaganda. You're not telling
Yeah.
Z anything new, guys. I know it was propaganda from the get. But the propaganda was at least pleasurable. All right, as you were programming me and conditioning me into your New World Order Tavistokian dystopic agenda, at least it was pleasurable. You know? Yeah, I miss those days too, Cleveland Steve. I miss those days. So, Bobby, let's get back to the topic at hand, simping. You and I have been discussing simping lately. You know, we realize that men have the tendency to simp. And we're working on moving away from that. So, yeah, you were going to tell us, Bobby. Tell us how simping has led you wrong in your life previously. How has simping, like, kind of destroyed some moments of your life? Help me out. Go ahead.
I think it goes back to survival. You know, you have these layers that you establish in your own survival. And like the first layer is territory. You want to establish some territory somewhere. You know, a place. And then after that, air. You know, you need air to breathe. Territory, air, water. You have to have a water source, and food. And then after that, heat. You know, if you're a man, you need heat to cook your food. Therefore, you know, men build fires.
Right.
And also, you know, the women have the heat. You know, men don't have heat. We build fire.
All right, so hold on. So you're saying that one of the tendencies for you to simp was based on you needed a woman to keep you warm at night, like that thing in your mind, like you needed a partner. I mean, I don't want to like interpolate too much what you're saying, Bobby, but let's get down to it.
You got it. See, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, right after that, the next element you could say in that survival model is reproduction.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, if you don't have all these elements in that order, then you know you're not survival is not going to be optimum.
Right.
So
but here's the thing. So you're saying
some,
is, if I could be so bold as to kind of, you know, alliterate here, is that you're saying that what they've done is they've exploited our base biological urges to procreate, our biological urge for, you know, the opposite gender, and they've used that to kind of engineer a society in which men defer to women in a sense that usually is detrimental to the man and beneficial to the woman. Is that what we're saying here, Bobby?
Yeah, you got to go back to, you know, men are predators. You know, we go out and we, you know, kill a moose or whatever. We hunt for food.
Right.
And then women are nesters. You know, they're going to stay at home and build a nest. And, you know, at the end of the day, the man comes back home and gets in the nest and, you know, he's happy and everybody's happy. You know, they've got this nest going. So that's your basic survival model. Well, look at it today. You don't have that happening. You know,
nice, Bobby. Nice. Let's put Bobby on ice for a second. And Three Fingers, why are you telling me you're blocked, dude? You're not blocked, Three Fingers. I'm looking at you right now on my YouTube, bro. You're not blocked, Three Fingers. Oh, you trying to come up here, dude? I know you have problems when you try to come up, man. I don't know. It must be your technology, homie. You ain't blocked, and I got a number of people backstage right now. So I know my StreamYard's working. Mr. Three Fingers. Let's bring up G Spot. The Illinois fucking redneck who likes to act a little fucking saucy. Let's bring him up. All right, I see you back. Hold on. Wait a second, G Spot. Hold on. Let me try to bring him Three Fingers. It says, yeah, Three Fingers. It says device not connected, man. You're getting closer, Mr. Three Fingers, because I could at least see you in the back. But it says device not connected, so I don't know. It's weird. Let's bring up G Spot then. G Spot, what's going on? How's everything in Illinois?
What's going on, Head Simp? It's shitty. Illinois, dude.
Me.
I told you it sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking shitty weather, shitty people, shitty state of all of it.
I don't know. Like, let me ask you, isn't there something to be said, Mr. G Spot, Top G, to just embracing your environment and you know, just kind of like looking at the bright side of life? Like me, like, you know, I wake up and, you know, I'm not like in my ideal spot right now, but I just wake up and I go, you know what? I'm grateful for another day. There's a lot of people that have it worse off than me. I mean, look at this guy right here. His name's Three Fingers, Top G. Like, talk about guys that have it worse off than you. Like, I just got to be like, all right, I know a little something about Three Fingers' life. I know about the like abject like horror that seems to be his household, and it enables me to look at my life and say, hey, I don't have it so bad. But that being said, much love, Three Fingers. How's it going?
Yeah, I was just riding with what you were saying there, Z.
Hold on, Todd. Let's see if Three Fingers can. First of all, there's an echo, so we got him on air, but he hasn't figured the audio. Three Fingers, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Three Fingers? It's been a while, dude. How's it going, dude?
Hey, I'm still alive. I can't believe it.
Hey, that makes two of us, Three Fingers. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, at least we can joke. So, how's it going, dude? Last time we left off with you, it was quite a while ago. We were introduced to your life. Apparently, you have quite an interesting situation going on at your house. You got like pretty much like, I don't know.
Actually,
like
it's all changed.
It's changed. Well, you told me your son was getting married. Did your son actually take the walk down the aisle and take the plunge at the holy matrimony?
Yeah, it's all changed. It's just me. Yes, he did.
He did.
And moved out.
So he moved out with because previously you told me he was living in your house with you, his girlfriend, and the girlfriend's mother. They're all gone now, and you're by yourself?
Yes.
Wow. Well, let's be honest.
I do have
another.
I have brought another woman into my house, but I have a 3-bedroom house on the beach.
The fucking urge to simp never goes away. Bobby, look, here's another old guy who can't stop simping. It's just so ingrained right throughout this fucking society, this fucking urge to simp. Bobby just got these blood-sucking leeches out of his house, and then he brought in another one. Go ahead. Three Fingers. Go ahead, Three Fingers. How did you... Look, I hear her piping up in the background already, just like that Jackie Fox, Vivica Fox used to. Look, she can't help herself but piping up. You got another loudmouth woman around there sponging off you. Go ahead. How did you get this chick in there? Is she romantic interest or just a friend, Bob? Three Fingers.
Oh no, we're just friends, but she's been here before. I just don't like being in this big house by myself, you know. So right. I needed some company at night, you know.
Oh, at night. So you guys are friends, but maybe leaving the door open for something more in the future. I mean, what are we saying here?
Of course.
Right. Would she have that same response? Like you say, of course, but would she say the same? I wonder.
Yes.
Ooh, she says yes. She says yes. Okay. You actually work. So you're not a leech. You're not. What do you think about those 3 bloodsuckers that he finally got up out of his house? That son of his, that sassy ass fucking girlfriend, and that mother-in-law. What do you think about those barnacles being removed from Three Fingers' life? What's your thoughts on that, lady friend?
I helped get them out.
Oh,
Good for you. Good for you. But then you conveniently moved right on in. I mean, I wonder. I mean,
No,
you did. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
She's been here before.
She
This is
has
her
been.
third time moving in, actually.
I moved out because of them.
You moved out because of the 3 ne'er-do-well bloodsuckers?
Moron.
Yes.
Gotcha. What was that? Hold on, I got another panel. What was that G-spot? Did you have something to lend to the convo?
Yeah, I just want to say the Sterling Ray's a dumb fuck. That's it.
All right, so you're referencing the chat. Now I'm gonna have to put you down, dude. Now you're gonna have to sit in the back a little bit just for being dumb. Fucking believable. You know what I mean? Where was I, Bobby? So this lovely lady's back into your home for the 3rd time. Hey, from what we've been told, you have a nice place right on the beach there. Beautiful.
wow.
Beautiful. What are you in the Palmetto State down there? South Carolina or North Carolina?
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to dox yourself.
Actually, Myrtle Beach, yes, it's fun. Yes, I'm 2 blocks away. I can see the beach out my window.
Oh, man.
Well, now we're talking Three Fingers. I mean, since it seems like you might have a couple rooms open, I mean, is there any room for good old, Zetetic Warrior? If I head on down there, like, I mean, I don't mean I'm going to move in to live there, but do you have like a guest room I could stay in? Come on, help me out.
Definitely. What are you waiting for?
It's probably beautiful down there this time of year, man. August.
No, actually, it's too fucking hot.
Too
Wow.
hot. Too hot.
And I'm a chef.
You're a chef.
She is. She's the best cook I've ever met.
Okay.
So it sounds like you have some kind of arrangement going on there, right? You guys are kind of exchanging
Well, it's just
value
me
for
and her,
value.
and it's just me and her, and I've got 2 extra bedrooms, and it's kind of tough money wise because I got to pay all the rent myself. But either way,
No, I helped you out.
Yeah, sure. We ain't buying it, sweetheart. But I mean, you are a chef, so I mean, are you holding down the duties in the kitchens? What's her name? Can I refer to her as so I don't have to just keep calling her your lady friend?
her name's Kat. Her name's Kat.
Kat, gotcha. Hey, Kat. So are you, you pulling your weight around there? Are you cooking meals for the guy, or what's going on?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to go on?
Nice.
I love to cook, and I have been cooking for him.
That's nice, Kat. What kind of food does he like? What kind of food do you like?
I can cook anything you want. I'm catering a whole party tomorrow.
Oh, nice. So you got the skills. I mean, look, being able to cook is one thing, but when you're a chef and you can cook for large amounts of people, that's a skill. And kudos to you. When you got to prepare large quantities of food and multiple dishes, and to bring everything together and present it and have a cohesive meal takes talent. So good for you. What's the kitchen like there?
Party for 100 tomorrow.
Nice. What's the kitchen like there at Three Fingers Home? I imagine he has a nice little spot.
It's a nice kitchen.
Yeah, nice. So let me ask you: did you and Three Fingers? I mean, this is your 3rd time moving in. Were you always in, let's say, a platonic, non-romantic relationship, or was there romance at some time that just moved into friendship? Go ahead, help me out.
We started out just as friends, and we've been friends for a couple of years.
Right. And Kat, he seems to have left the door open to a potential, romantic future. Is that something that you're interested in, or there's a potential there? I mean, I don't want to kind of put
into anything because of past relationships, and so I'm not trying to rush into anything.
Rush. Well, I mean, you've lived with him twice already. This is the 3rd time. we're talking about a friendship or a relationship that's seems like it's been maybe years at this point. I mean, I'm looking at you guys. I mean, I gotta say, you don't look half bad there, Kat. But you and Three Fingers really, you guys aren't spring chickens. Let me get to my point. Is that I don't know how long do you kind of want to wait for this to happen. I mean, you say you don't want to rush into anything, but if you wait any longer, I mean, poor Three Fingers may be 6 feet under, pushing up daisies. We know he's not in the best of health. What are you waiting for, Kat? Go ahead. The floor's yours.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Much love, Three Fingers. Good for you.
Yeah.
How was the wedding? How was the nuptials of your son and his
Oh,
lovely
it was
bride?
awesome. It was, and it wasn't with that crazy. It wasn't with that crazy woman. He got married to his girlfriend.
Oh,
Remember
wait a second.
that?
That's right. He had his
crazy
one. Wait, hold on.
Right, he had two women here at once. Yeah.
So he got married to what? The one that was sleeping in his bed that one morning, the new chick?
A beautiful Jamaican girl. Yes.
Gotcha. So it seems like your son has a penchant for melanated women. He likes to go for
all my
darker
kids
women.
do. For some, all my kids do. I don't. It's a new world.
Well, Bobby, I don't blame him. I've spoken here extensively on this show about my desire to interact in a certain physical way with these melanated women. But I've spoken about this. I might as well continue, guys. Is that although I would love to, I really don't know how I would make my way into that whole world. I don't think I quite have the swag or the street cred to kind of handle one of these black ladies. I'm not sure I could really, handle that whole situation. So kudos to your children to be able to kind of, navigate those waters. I'm a little jealous, actually.
I'm telling you, it's a little strange to me too. But it's all good. It's all good.
Which means you have the potential to have half melanated grandchildren there. Three Fingers. That's pretty cool.
I have 8 of them. I have 8 of them already.
You have 8 grandchildren already.
And they're all melanated.
Wow. What's that like, dude? I mean, you could start a basketball team, man. I mean, did you ever think about that, Three Fingers? They have these traveling basketball teams for these kids now. I mean, did you ever think maybe you can take all your grandchildren and who knows? I mean, you might be able to do something with that. Just a thought.
No, I never thought of that.
No. Gotcha. Who knows, man? I don't know.
Their ages are too much spread out. You go from 15 to 12. I mean, 15 to 1.
Gotcha. All right. Look, I got some other people in the back I want to talk to, and I want to we're not going to do a 5-hour show today. We're going to keep it tight. Well, let's start with you, Bobby. Bobby, do you have any final thoughts for the audience before I bring up my next panelist? Keep it short, Bobby. I don't want a fucking monologue either.
Yeah, I was real happy to see Three Fingers and Kat, and that she's a chef. My deceased wife was also a chef, so they are absolutely happy. They got everything going for them, and congratulations on your accomplishments, for sure. Thank you very much, Z.
Much love, Bobby. We love you. You're crowd favorite. And we found your new theme song today. So it was a productive day.
Thank you so much.
Bob.
Much love.
Three Fingers, it was good seeing you, man.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
Yeah, dude. What do you have? Is there anything burning? Any burning thoughts on your mind that you'd like to kind of like to let us in on?
Nah, pretty much. I just woke up. I haven't got my mind going yet, but
cool, man. Cool. Dude, enjoy your summer, man. I mean, you're on the beach
anytime you want. There's a room for you if you want to just fly down here and check out the beach for a while.
Hey, man.
And that goes for anybody in chat too, because I enjoy your chats.
I'm sure you do, but I don't know, some of these miscreants that come roaming around these chats, you might want to rethink that. All right, much love, Three Fingers. You're the man.
All right.
It's good to see you, dude. Good to see
you. Take care, brother.
It's Three Fingers, everybody. A lot of you guys know Three Fingers. He's a prominent member of the hashtag community, and he's another one who knows that he doesn't live on a wobbling, spinning space rock. He lives on the ocean. He could just look out and just see, the horizon is horizontal. It's kind of like that. All right, G-Spot, let's bring you back up here. You seem like you have the attention span of a fucking marmot. Are you there, dude?
Oh, shit. What's up? I didn't hear what you said.
It probably doesn't matter, G-Spot. Again, I feel for you. You're from Illinois. I mean, there's not much to do with a guy from Illinois. It's sort of self-explanatory.
Yeah. Dude, it is pretty boring, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like labels, so that I don't know. Maybe that's a trigger for me. I need to work on. But
what label don't you like? Redneck? What don't you like?
No, just any label. Period, man. Because I'm not any of it. If there was labels, I'd have a fucking jacket like a NASCAR racer. So it doesn't really make any sense to me. Because I ride Harleys. I'm a farmer. I'm a jock. I'm a nerd. I'm a shit. What else? You tell me. Too much. I'm not just a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know. Do I sound like a redneck to you?
Yeah, kinda. Not in a bad. Don't take it in a bad way. But
it must be the Illinois accent. I guess I got that when I was in Phoenix, Arizona too. They'd be like, everybody would tell me I had such a weird accent. Just from the way I talk, I don't know.
Yeah. What do people do for fun out in Illinois? Like, what do you do? Cow tipping? What's up?
I play basketball. That's one of my hobbies, and then I ride Harley and dirt bikes, quads, that type of shit, outdoors, fishing, camping. I don't know. What do you do for fun, bro?
I don't know. Maybe you're looking at it. Let's see. Who else? Let's bring up Snafu. He's been waiting patiently.
Heidi says I go down. Yes, I do.
Mr. Simpin G-Spot, who got me Nazi block. And dude, I gotta say something. We were talking about simps. Bobby, man, that's OG, zero simp. But the dude you just had on here, notice that the chick, he was like, this is his third time moving in, and he looked at the camera and he was like, I pay rent all by myself. And then, of course, she belled in, I help, and he rolled his eyes. Hey, you simping, dude. And just remember that chick, this is third time, bro. And I don't know if she's giving you what you want. So just remember, she's under your roof. So make sure she give you what you want. If not, there's always other simp chicks that are always out there. And G-Spot, which one is it? Top G or G-Spot? Because you say you don't like labels, but you're like, I'm Top G. I'm G-Spot. And this guy's a simp. He blocked me like a little Nazi because he's a culted one. He's like
a
big
simp for sure.
Yeah, you're culted up for sure. But you said you didn't like labels. And what's funny is you come up here as Top G, and when I fucking told you you're a little culted bitch and you blocked me like a little triggered Nazi, now you change your name to G-Spot.
Bro,
which is still trying to imply that you're a player. What do you mean? Imply you're fucking, so are you trying to put a label on yourself? Just curious.
I'm not even going to answer that. You're such a dumb fuck.
I'm not a dumb fuck. You came up here as Top G, and I gave you shit about
everybody the same thing, man.
As G-Spot. So obviously you're presenting yourself as a player, which is a label.
It's just a trigger dumbass.
No, you're a simp, bro. You're a fucking simp. Just like that dude, you're gonna have fucking 3 or 4 fucking chicks under your house paying their rent. I see what kind of bitch boy you are. But Z, I just was gonna say it's interesting. The simp is strong, Z, and I'm glad you're showing
excellent stuff against Snafu. It's almost like we could have predicted you were gonna say that.
Triggered Nazi hoe, and you're labeling yourself as a player.
You forgot
tell everyone you're not labeling yourself. Which one is it? Top G, Andrew Tate, G Spot. You fucking act like you're a player and get some pussy. And which one is it though? Because you're labeling yourself as a player. That's the label you're trying to impress us with. Which one is it?
I label you as a dumb fuck. That's about it.
Sure. If you want, because I see the optics for what they are. Why'd you block me like a Nazi when you were top G and now you come in as G Spot, but I'm still blocked like a Nazi? We know Paul got me blocked too like a Nazi, but you are culted and simping.
Because I get tired of you saying the same shit
this guy's
every
one of the
single
biggest
day.
simps you can
You're
find
like
in
a
the
goddamn
metaverse, ladies and
record,
gentlemen.
bro. You just go around in circles and circles and circles
No,
all
I'm
day.
asking you. You told Z. This is a legit question. I don't like labels. I don't like labels.
Snafu, I want to go back to what you were saying about Three Fingers, the guy that was just up here.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him about it, but yeah, you were on point.
I didn't want to, hit him too hard because he's not like, in the best of health and stuff, But, dude, the fact, like, all right, so notice how he was interested in pursuing a romantic relationship with her.
Absolutely.
And notice how she did it. She doesn't say no. She keeps him kind of like, on the hook. Like she has the promise of a potential relationship. Now, this is her third time living there. They've been friends for years. They're both old as fuck, no offense. And
and let me add to that.
She's saying she's not, and she's saying she's not ready. And
right,
bro.
Dude, when you say old as fuck 2Z, let's not forget when he said anyone could stay with me in the chat, and that shows his mental status. Obviously, he's lonely. And, blah, blah. I guarantee you're already thinking what I'm thinking, too.
Yeah.
Three Fingers, hold on. She's taking advantage of him.
Three Fingers, if you want to come back up and maybe address this.
The woman is taking advantage of Three Fingers, and you're letting it because you're not man enough to, blah, blah. Again, why is she not paying rent? She just told, I help you, but you rolled your eyes. You paying fucking rent by yourself. That woman ain't helping you. And maybe she's giving you what you want. But maybe is she giving it when you want and how you want, or no? People like you are probably getting played. She's probably got the situation by control, Z.
Well, like he said he's lonely being in a big old house by himself. So
notice
that's
the
a lot of
get
guys.
Mad. Now I'm a simp. Fuck that asshole. Three Fingers. Yeah. The woman's been there 3 times. You obviously rolled your eyes when you said she wasn't paying rent, dude. I'm just telling you, man. I could tell you're lonely too. And I'm telling you, women like that will take advantage of a man like you, and you're getting taken advantage of, bro. Period. Whether you like it or not, fucking SMGTOW optics.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I get it. Okay, he's lonely or whatever, but, let's just call it for what it is, People don't really like to hear facts, dude. Go ahead.
I didn't see anything sizzling in the kitchen. I didn't see him drinking some coffee and some bagels in front of him. Her serving him some food. Her being the chef and all, And
yeah,
I just the optics are high.
Yeah.
Top G. Which one is it? Are you a player or an Andrew Tate guy? Because you're definitely labeling yourself as this masculine fucking dude.
Man, that's ghosted one.
Yeah.
This is how they act, Z. I'm special on the spectrum.
Which one is it? Top G or G Spot? Which one do you want to label? You player. You want to be the player? Because you're trying to present yourself as this cool guy.
Man, this music has power. There's power behind it. Let me bring up another guest who's in the back. Let me bring her up. Give me a second here, guys. We're doing this live. All of it's live. So my next guest has a lot of interesting takes. My next guest has a lot of interesting theories, understandings. I'd often refer to my next guest as my favorite truther, my number one truther out there, the very top. of my truther pyramid. Yeah. And she's kind of a controversial figure here on Z's show. She's made her thoughts regarding the chosen people, the small hatty people. She's made them her thoughts regarding them very clear. She's not really a fan. I mean, Svetlana, you even said previously that you think all the Jews are basically damned to this realm, and that although many of us are able or can look forward to an approaching ascension process, and that in some ways the energetic qualities of this realm are undergoing like some type of evolution, and that soon we'll find that mankind will be able to escape this realm, that there's a window opening up cosmically, but that there are certain people that are forever damned to this realm, and amongst them are the so-called Jewish people. Hey, they're her thoughts, not mine, but why not? Well, let's bring her up. Let's let her speak for herself. Like I said, she's my #1 truther of all time, and let's hear what she has to say. So, without any further ado, Svetlana, welcome back to Z Show. Good to see you.
Good morning, Z. Good morning, everyone. Basically, I just want to say that remember I told you about the water vibration, and I was trying to push this information any way I want, and my comment's been removed. I do not know who's removing it, or it's owners of the channels, or it's been removed by entities like Nightbot, which is AI, which able to control all live chats at the same time. I'm not
so
sure
you're saying, hold on, Svetlana. You say you're saying you're trying to put information in. Is it my chat or comments, and it's being deleted? Where is the information being deleted from?
Not on your chat. I was trying to put how this Brian Stanley channel. He removed it, or somebody else removed it. I also went to different live streams where I was able to comment it, but comment was basically removed. So apparently it's either nobody wants to hear it about it, or it's the truth that it's quite dangerous to the system. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And what was the information you were conveying?
I told you if you look at your faucet, or if you look at the fountain, or if you look at the waterfall, there is a live stream. It's called Brooks Waterfalls in Alaska. There is bears hunting salmon. And if you're not looking at the bears, if you're looking at the water flowing in the river at a waterfall, you're going to see clearly severe vibrations, at least almost like 25 hertz, sometimes more. So basically the whole place vibrates severely right now. And because we all life, without exceptions, made of water, all life is affected. That's why a lot of people are going to be having health issues. It will affect every gland in your body too. And that would also explain why they're preparing for hunger, because if its vibrations is actually increasing, if it's going to increase more, soon plants not going to be able to produce anything, which already affecting the plants that are producing roots, like ginger, for example. This year it's at least twice smaller for some reason. In Russia, in my area, potato did not produce at all. So I don't.
All right, so let me kind of encapsulate what I think you're saying here is that you feel as though this reality is moving into a different, like energetic sort of realm, and that these changes in the frequencies can be seen and evidenced in the vibrations of water. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when realm going to how they call it, reset. Apparently, if you look at every religion, at least 5 religions mention it, the sun turn off for some time. So we actually go into that too. But the problem with this thing, when the sun turn off, the magnetic field going to be so weak, so your soul or your spirit and my spirit going to be able to leave this place, and they're not going to be able to restart this realm. That's what we're going to. And you know about ether, right? So your soul, my soul, made of ether. And basically, if we're talking about ether, it's basically absolute. It's a thinking substance and feeling substance with everything made out of it. It's also light. It's extreme intensity light. It's behind gamma rays and like it's everything what sun made of plus more.
Right. You're saying that the underlying metaphysics of this realm can be seen in ether, and that ether is a certain type of light. Maybe not a light like we can define it, but a different type of ethereal type of light. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and
yeah.
The elites actually know about that. It's also absolute. Like that's why majority of us, when we see something atrocious, we actually know what it's wrong. We know what's good, what's bad, and people who lost connection to the ether, they do not know that. That's why there is. It's a sea of information or ocean of information, and it's really difficult to navigate if you do not have a connection to ether. That's why people who in any religion, they basically gone, right? There is people who still thinking Earth is flat. It's also goners. And
what was that? I didn't hear that last part about the Earth.
The people who make those mistakes, like there is already enough proof that the Earth is not flat or round, for that matter, right?
What would you say the Earth is? How would you conceptualize it?
Imagine apple, and if you cut that apple in the middle between top and bottom, the place on the cut would be where is matter appears. It's going to be in this whole magnetic field is basically going to be Earth, but the place where this matter appears, it's going to be this cut between top and bottom, and that would apply because it's a hologram. The smallest part and the biggest part would be the same. That would apply to the galaxies. Like, see, if you look at the galaxy, it's basically a flat pancake in the middle. That's where this matter appears, and it will have a engulfment by the magnetic field as an apple too. So you basically the visible stuff, you see that it's like a pancake, but not visible stuff. You can't separate it because that's part of the field. And it's also like when people saying it's like 5th dimension, 6th dimension, they're dumbasses. Same thing, people who saying quantum, they're also dumbasses, you know. It's very, very simple. It's only 2 dimensions. One is visible and one is not visible. And you can also experience both. If you ever took high dosages of LSD or DMT, you actually saw that the other world, the one you can see. You know.
Interesting.
It's very simple and very logical. And now think about the ether. It's the best state of the ether is absolute, and it's outside of that apple. Like imagine this whole universe, it's a big apple, and real you and me located outside of that apple, and we're projecting light inside of that apple. And our light basically magnetized to this realm. And at some point, when I forgot how this toy called, like what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to like I already said, it's a channel called Flying Rainbow Lasagna, and she has precise shape that they're trying to transform this universe into it. You know how they were putting toys out for children to play, and one of those you just it's basically a stick, and it has a pancake in the middle, and if you roll it, it rolls around. So we're basically going from the apple to that stick. Or you can look it up, Flying Rainbow Lasagna, you're gonna see precise shape of the new universe. But it's also not gonna work because Ether is not supporting this universe anymore, or any other variations of this universe. What we're doing, we're basically gonna be extracting everyone who is alive and erasing everybody who is not. So everyone who exists outside of the apple is alive. Everyone who exists only inside of this apple, they're going to be erased. Basically, you and me and light, what's make you is your memories, you know? And if people cannot even maintain memories, they're basically gunners too. That's why there is zero people who do not experiencing Mandela effect exist outside of this universe. But it's also not every Mandela affected is actually existing outside of this universe, because Matrix or AI is able to copy everything that it knows, and it's so what we're capable to do. So it's basically producing some people who also see Mandela effect, but they're not real. And now I think how long you're capable to keep your mind completely clear without any thoughts appearing in your mind. That's another exercise we're supposed to be doing. It's like, if you're real, you should be able to quiet down your mind. As long as
that's a good point, Svetlana, is to be able to quiet our mind and remove ourselves from all these distractions, because they seem like they're very interested in keeping us distracted, to say the least.
Oh, that's what it is. It's keeping you here by keeping your attention here. It doesn't matter on what. Also about the potential, I want to tell you about the potential. You know, the acorn and the oak, it's basically, they have exact same genetics, right? What do you think has bigger potential, acorn or the oak tree?
The acorn.
Exactly. That applies to this realm. People who did not use up yourselves over here, we actually still a huge potential. We were not able to play out over here. Like, for example, we could not become millionaires and have a whole bunch of properties, because that's an oak tree. It's grew out completely over here, and it's used up itself over here. So if anyone, oh, I'm so smart and blah blah blah, or I achieved that much, that's the show that person is simply a fool, and it put all eggs in one basket and used up itself in this shitty realm. That's what it is. And now I think because we are light, everything around us, like, if you flashlight, what you're going to see around yourself, you're going to see yourself like around yourself darkness. So when people separating from the body, they all fly into the light, and that light is basically exactly the trap, and it's sort of like super magnet machine. That's why I was mentioning at some point the portal will appear. Anybody do not go to the portal. If you're real, you will feel, and you will remember that, and you will not going to do that. So that's another thing, and I'm pretty sure it will appear. If you pay attention to any movies, how many portals they're presenting, even YouTube channels, if anything circular behind, like on their thumbnails and stuff like that, they're already basically subconsciously making you familiar with the stuff that will appear at some point.
All right, Svetlana, thank you. We appreciate that information. Do you have any final thoughts for the crowd today?
Well, it's mostly for you. I was angry exactly like you for past 5 years, because subconsciously feeling loss of spirits. Like before this universe, no spirit was killed, and that's the only universe where is spirit. Basically, they committed suicide and they died here. And you experiencing like all stages of grieving process, and one of the stages is anger. And basically, they're already dead, right? And you and me were beating a dead horse. I don't know how long it's gonna take you to understand, but don't use too much energy on something that is not alive. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Svetlana. I appreciate that. Much love. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
It's Svetlana, everybody, laying it down. And she continuously reminds us, don't go into the portal. The portal is not a place you want to be. And that it's almost time to exit this reality energetically. Hey, look, all the ancient cultures talked about this time as a time of transition. You know, whether it was the ancient Vedic traditions, the so-called Maya, even the Christian traditions, the time of revelation and apocalypse. A lot of different cultures pointing to this time in history as a time of transition, almost energetically in a way. I always tell you guys, does the apocalypse have to be like, cataclysm and destruction? Maybe it's just about a time of energy. I'm not sure. But either way, guys, that brings us to the end of another Z show. And it brings us to the end of another Z week. Boy, what an exciting week it was. A lot of stuff going on. What a ride. But either way, the ride's come to an end, at least for now. And if the fates are willing, we will be back again Monday morrow. Can you say Monday morrow? Monday morning, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where you could find us here. Much love, everybody. Enjoy. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.